Hey, what's up? Let's look at the Strider PT, particularly a Strider CC PT. CC just stands for concealed carry, and you can see it's a smooth G10 here, and kind of has this profile that's rounded on the sides. So very much like their CC SNGs. And if I can get this lanyard out of the way, maybe you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, the PT is a very small knife, and when you get it, it almost feels like a toy. It feels so small. But the more you carry it, the more you realize this is a very serious knife, a very useful knife. Not something you'd want as your only blade, like going into the woods or something like that. But typical urban EDC stuff. Most of us guys who, live in some sort of county, if you have running water and you have a toilet in your house and stuff like that, you're a modern guy pretty much, or a modern woman, and you don't really need, in my opinion, a knife like, with this much blade length. Really, for practical uses, this will cover all my EDC stuff, being very honest, and it does have this very short cutting edge. But what it does offer, this PT, this full 4-finger grip on this little cutting edge, and I'll show it to you. So you got your first finger up here in the choil, here, and then your last two rest right here perfectly. And then your jimping starts here, comes all the way up. And for me, this is the perfect jimping. It is chunky enough to bite in, but it is not so aggressive that it's going to sandpaper your thumb off. So I really like it a lot. Jimping, they really nailed it. Strider did that great. Okay, so it is a smaller blade length, but it does have this full 4-finger grip. Offers lots of control over this drop point blade, and kind of a Wharncliffe edge shape here. You can see it's almost a straight line. It does have a tiny bit of belly to it, but just a very, very useful blade shape, especially for EDC stuff. Of course, you can open your mail, you can cut any kind of paracord and any kind of cardboard. Gosh, this is going to be a bad demo here. But it's got enough blade length to, cut through your cardboard and stuff like that. So you can see there's plenty of blades sticking out. So it's fine for all that stuff. It does cut a lot better than what it just looked like. It looked like it was a real crappy cutter there. It was just kind of hard to wrestle this big cardboard piece on camera. But anyways, so it's enough blade length to break down all your cardboard for your cardboard warriors out there, such as myself. It's enough blade length to peel your apples, to split your apple. You may have to cut down one side, turn it around, cut down that. But will definitely do the job, do it well. Very tough for what it is. Smaller blade. That's why it's so cool. It's got this thicker blade stock that is as thick as my Sebenza. So same blade stock here. So as tough as the Sebenza is, for blade stock, the little PT has that same blade stock. So feels very nice in the hand. Of course, if you have a lanyard on it like I do, just some very simple tied on here, I can come up behind that front finger choil, still get a pretty good 3-finger grip, and then my pinky does miss it, but it kind of grabs this knot on the lanyard for retention. So it kind of feels like my pinky's, it is grabbing the knife, just kind of limp, So if you do need the reach, or you're cutting down on on some kind of something that's backed, maybe a cutting board or something. It feels very comfortable like this. So little knife. God forbid this was the only thing on you and you had to use it in self-defense, maybe a dog, stray dog or something, whatever. It does, you come back here like this. It's got the reach, very secure in this grip. By the way it's shaped that it comes out wide. This knife's not going to fall out of your hand this way. And then this deep choil here, finger groove, and all this jimping. When you're pushing in, definitely you're not going to slip, unless your hand goes limp or whatever. A tactical knife, I guess kind of. Would I want to defend my life with this? I wouldn't want to defend my life with a knife. Wouldn't want to defend my life with a knife. But if I had to, I definitely would not pick the PT. But I would rather have the PT on me than nothing, And kind of a off-topic story. I'm not into knives for tactical purposes, but it is kind of nice, and it's kind of silly if you say you wouldn't think to pull it out should your life or somebody else's life be in danger. And tactical use. I've never had to pull mine because of human, but I have had to do it 2 different times because of animals. I have 4 children, and we were just playing in the front yard, minding our own business, and this dog out of nowhere just comes running up like it's going to tear my kids' heads off. So I pulled out my knife. It wasn't the PT, it was the Num. And so I kind of say it's an off-topic story. But I did have it out and ready to go should I use it. It kind of gave me the confidence to go run after the dog, and kind of barked at the dog, and the dog ran away. So I didn't have to use it. But, I didn't have a gun on me at the time or a firearm. But, definitely they are for a little bit of self-defense. If you say you don't care for self-defense, I believe you, but I'm pretty sure you think about it should you ever have, that situation come up. So, anyways, long way of saying, has reach, could be a tactical knife. I wouldn't carry it, to defend your life, but I think that's kind of obvious. It's just a little gentleman's knife that's very, like Spyderco has these little big knives, very small, but lots of control and very useful in a very small package, is kind of what I classify the PT as. And as far as usable blade length, something to compare it to, a lot of people throughout the world get along just fine with the standard Swiss Army knife. And you can see cutting edge, if my camera doesn't mess up. Cutting edge is about the same. PT has a little more. So that's a regular Swiss Army knife. The Cadet is a little smaller cutting edge, as you probably know. You can see it right there. This is your standard case medium Stockman, and grandfathers and fathers and great-grandfathers got along on the farm just fine with a knife just like this, same blade length and everything. And you can see the PT is just about the same as this medium Stockman here. And this is kind of a larger slip joint. This is a Schott & Morgan. And I'm kind of comparing them to this cutting edge here, just to kind of prove a point that absolutely, if I wanted to carry this as my sole EDC, if a lot harder working people like out in the farm got along with these 2 and I think it's, let's measure it real quick, 2 1/4 cutting edge, really I could make use of this for my sole primary EDC. Just the knife not in me makes me carry the larger cutting edge. So yeah, if you want to jump into a PT, awesome. I really think you could make it work for EDC. Me, I've been carrying this in my back right pocket, and it just kind of floats around in my back pocket, sit on it and everything. So thin and so light, I don't even know it's back there. So, hey guys, that's the review.